This is problem 8-92. Describe how you would evaluate I to the nth where n could be any integer. So basically how you're going to simplify these imaginary numbers to some power. So we know the pattern repeats every 4 times. So I would take whatever n is a number. So I would take n and divide it by 4. Okay? This is going to tell you how many times the pattern repeats. How many, I'm just going to say patterns, because our pattern is 1 through 4. So we have an I squared, which is really -1. We have an I cubed, which is really -I, and we have I to the 4th, which is really just 1. So it's one of those 4 answers. So that's why we're doing it divided by 4. If there's no, I'm sorry, let me say that differently. If there's a whole number, if that's your answer, is a whole number, that means you have just I to the 4ths a bunch of times, which is really just a 1. Okay. Now if you have a decimal when you divide your number by 4, decimal, that means you need more. You need I to the 4th times something, and then another I to the something power. This is what we care about. Okay. So you're going to need to find out what's missing. Find the number needed to make n. And that's going to be your exponent for the I. So for example, let's say we have I to the 38. So I'm going to take 38 divided by 4, and I get 9.5. So that means I have I to the 4th 9 times. 4 times 9 gives me to 36. So I need 2 more. So I'm going to make I squared. So this part right here is now my answer. That's my simplified version. So whatever you need, find the number needed to make the n, that becomes your exponent for I, and your answer in the end. Oops, I'll dot that I there. Okay, so you're going to divide it by 4. If it becomes a whole number, say if it was I to the 40th, and you take 40 divided by 4, well, you'd get 10. So then your answer just reduces to 1, because you have 10 of these, which is just worth 1, so it doesn't really matter. If you get a decimal when you divide, for this example, we got 9.5. What number you need to get to this 38 becomes your new exponent, and that's all that you need, because remember, this is just worth 1. So really just the remainder, kind of what is needed to get there, is all that matters.